Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Tennessee Titans punter Rigoberto Sanchez has it teed up and ready to go. And we're off from Baltimore. Starting from the 5. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. Bringing them out, the third-year pro with one of the highest ceilings in this league. It is Caleb Williams.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Motioning left is their running back. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Tries powering through, the ball's loose. But I think Laban was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. Wow, that was fast. Might be time to take a step back, and we just started this game. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Very first snap, and he nearly gave it away. That could have mentally taken them out of this game.
Yeah, for the player, a little bit easier to respond. For the coaches on the sidelines, that drives them crazy to see the ball on the ground. And we know how precious this ball is in this game. Got to take care of it.
He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 13 carries, good for 93 yards. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Now here's Williams. Complete, Derrick Henry. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. He does it, touchdown Baltimore! So they pick up right where they left off last week with that victory, Brock. Finding the end zone here on the first series of our contest.
Yeah, the successful teams in this league, they stack plays, stack series, stack games, stack performances, and this is feeling a lot like a week ago from the jump.
That one splits the uprights. And they go up 7-0 here early. Gano ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. The 7th-year starter leading them out. Has had a good first 6 years in the NFL, hoping for his best one yet this time around. Justin Herbert.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple of interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day, you get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Chan again. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the first down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 15. And the Titans first down.
Herbert back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd down carry for A.J. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. The Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this 3rd down play. Herbert headed out right. Ertz wheels it in. And this goes out of bounds as we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, Brock. This could be roughing the passer. Chasing him down outside that pocket, but it looked pretty clear, Brock. He should have pulled up instead of making that hit anyway.
These defenders can't help themselves. All right, the QB's got red jerseys in practice, getting him in training camp, and when they get out of the pocket, and you know every one of these guys wants to lay a lick on them, they just don't have the control and discipline.
If you ever doubted he was a fan QB.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now Herbert on second down. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 9-yard line.
Throwing on second, Herbert. Finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Cole Kmet. Touchdown, Tennessee.
For coming off a narrow loss. You clean up the details and put you in the wrong at the end of that game, Brock. And then you find a positive way to start the next week off right.
Any sport, there's always...
And he does not tie this game. His extra points off. They remain down by 1. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here comes the Ravens offense, Brock, as we take a look at their coordinator, Declan Doyle. First season for him in Baltimore, coming over from Chicago after he helped guide the Bears to one of the best offensive seasons in franchise history in his lone year there. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. On play action, Williams. Drop this one down for Henry. And the stop is made. 1st down coming up. It's a gain of 11. All set to go now from the 35.
Good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Williams off the play fake. Reeled in by George Kittle. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. And that's going to bring up the Ravens 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Williams will look to throw. That's caught. Again, it's Kittle. And they're going to corral him out of bounds here after giving up about 6 yards on their play. Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4.
Pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. To throw, Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, to put that opposing offense right back out there, steal really from that interception.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's in for the touchdown.
Tennessee.
A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side?
And that's no good. His second missed extra point of the day. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Has it at the 11. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
On the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. This is Henry to start the drive. Trucks a defender. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that is good for a Baltimore first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Williams. Oh, he's headed for the ground. They get him at the 35. George Karlaftis. And that forces 4th and 14. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. So the Titans offense headed back out. Let's take a look at their offensive coordinator, Brock. Brian Dable. He's a former coach of the year, of course, as head coach of the Giants. Spent the last 4 years running things in East Rutherford before he was let go and brought in by Tennessee. Let's start this drive with Achane. Down he goes, but what a play as he picks up about 28. And it's going to be first down, Tennessee. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. And you want to get that century mark.
Yeah.
That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go, first down. And stick with Achane. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me this, too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Here's Herbert on second. The right side hauled in by Komet. And this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now, Herbert. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Trying for it, it's Achane. And this is going to work out for him. Pick up a 4, and that's going to keep this offense out there.
Okay, you and I are not too old to remember a time where this used to almost be a debate. You come in, bring on the special teams, and punt it, not in today's NFL. And the numbers tell you so often to go for it, and when you execute like they just did, they'll more than likely go for it again later in the game.
That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Tennessee.
Here's Achane up the middle. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Achane, the running back, on first down. Coming off his 4th carry this drive. From the red zone now. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though, with 15 seconds left. That's the incompletion. They come up on 2nd and 10. It's Achane on the inside give. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either. You would think the kickers should be automatic from anything inside of 40 yards, but I guess that could serve as a little gentle reminder you can never take any kick for granted. So many things have to go right each time for it to be up and good.
And they will not snap it again as we have reached the end of our first half. So a 1-possession game, Brock. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the 3rd quarter. Gano ready to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Things going well so far. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield. The Titans send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
He takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now they'll hand it off to Achane. They get to him, he's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And that's going to give the Titans a first down.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Komet brings it in. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. Couple of yards on the catch leaves him 2nd and 8. Now Herbert to throw. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock. No chance. It's 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
To the air on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Wade, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And they can't add 3 onto that 5-point lead.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Now Williams. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9. Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on second. Williams to throw. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. That play's going to be cut down after a gain of 2. That's going to set up a Ravens first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. I'll dial up the zone read on 1st and 10. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4. Break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Now here's Williams. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw is Williams. Another one complete to Pierce. And he gets home. Touchdown, Ravens. Alec Pierce from 32 yards. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete.
Ravens 13.
Gano ready to send this away.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
On the return, here's Jacob Cowie. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Titans send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. And they've got a first down, giving him a gain of 13 on that previous play. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's Achane. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a 3rd down. Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. So we're through 3 here. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive. Here's Herbert now on 1st. And he's up to 9 of 15 passing after that last completion. Now A-Chan. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partners. That brings up 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But hyper-focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Got all of it, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Okay, you remember when Sebastian Janikowski was taken at the 1st round by the Raiders? It was because he could make kicks of this distance. Today, boy, we see kickers seemingly every week getting this job done, but it doesn't in any way minimize the accomplishment.
Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And they steal it back on the return. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown! So they steal away a drive, they score. The best part is, Brock, they can line it up and try to do it all over again in a few moments on this ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, Kate, kind of a double whammy there, and that will rattle you. That will rattle that special teams unit, the special teams coach, the returner. You can't do that again.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Ravens and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Going play action. Williams finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down. 1 play in, and they are already close to midfield. Here's a design run. And he gives himself up after a short gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
This is Henry on 2nd. He rocks that tackler. Up to the races, middle of the field. And he gets home. Touchdown, Ravens. Derrick Henry brought one back earlier and now takes one across. Gano for the PAT.
Gano on for the extra point.
This one splits the uprights. It is good. They'll trail by less than a field goal now.
22. Ravens 20.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchdown. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. On 1st down, they're going to start out with A-Chan. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one, and he shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, down that run. Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this will work out for the first down. Got 5 on 4th and 2. And that decision winds up being a good one.
First down, Tennessee.
They run. It's H.N. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained. And they got that first down, too. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. They've got first down here from the 36. This is Devin Neal with it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout. So the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To throw, Herbert. Finds his favorite target again. It's Komet. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
Herbert back to throw. Has it in close. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. KC Concepcion with his first NFL touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. They will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. We sure did.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Ravens trotting out their offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. That pass pulled in by Henry. And some good running after the catch. He's able to turn that into a gain of 7 on 1st. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35.
Working on 2nd down. Williams. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And he will not get back to the line, so he goes out of bounds, loses about a yard. It's 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw it. He's going for it himself. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
That's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Past the line, he's going to run for it. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the 1st down, too.
14 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down.
To throw, Williams.
49-yard line.
He finds Dotson, left side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
Williams set to pass. And the Russians going to win this rip. They get to him. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 42-yard line.
And he spikes it to stop the clock just before we reach that 40-second mark. Needs something big. It's 3rd and long. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Gets this over the middle. It's Komet. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down. So it's a win on the road for the Titans. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you, too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. Yeah. Took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning. This offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.